casualties were downed. There are no victims or material damage, and President Putin's working schedule has not changed. It will continue as usual. The Kremlin in Russia noting that Russia and Moscow reserve the right to take retaliatory measures as they see fit and regard this as a terrorist attack. Back-to-back updates that we're getting in from Russia as we speak. Russia are planning to hold a parade on Red Square on the 9th of May, and that plan stands. That plan hasn't changed. And Republic accessing new footage also now on air on your screen that shows new footage of the Ukrainian drone attack on the Kremlin, which has now appeared, and that we can see the burning of the dome under the flagpole. This is the breaking news video coming in. Major Rajan Kochar still on the phone line with us. Major Rajan Kochar, looking at this video, sir. More and more videos
Yes.
coming in. So how do you see Russia respond to this, Jal Kochar?
Okay. Now, this is a very interesting development that the attack for the first time has moved in inside Russia. Earlier, it used to be on the peripheries, as we saw a drone attack on the border of Russia earlier, and trying to target their aid fields. But this is for the first time it has gone into Kremlin, and we are seeing these visuals as you are showing them that these two drone strikes were there and they have been neutralized. So as was it happened last time when the bridge on Crimea was damaged due to a hostile action by the Ukrainian forces, and the riposte what the Russians gave at that time was in terms of a very, very heavy missile attacks on the Russian cities, including their Kyiv. We saw a major missile attacks on Kyiv also as a retaliation. So it would not be out of place to presume at this point of time that the Russian retaliation is going to be quite fierce, because they have dared to target their president. So I'm sure this is not only a personal attack, it is to be treated an attack on the sovereignty of Russia, because similar to what had happened when our parliament was targeted, it is also serious on that account on similar lines, I would say that. And we would expect in the coming days, or maybe from tomorrow onward itself, the intensification of the Russian onslaught onto major Ukrainian cities, because see, the offensive already going on. Russia has already the battle of Bakhmut is already on, and Kherson also on the east of the Dnieper River, the attacks are still on. So I would presume that from tomorrow itself there will be a very strong retaliation from the Russian side. Niranjan.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Stay with me. In fact, we're also getting in some updates from Russia. Tatiana Kukureva is joining us on the phone line. And Tatiana works with Sputnik, and she is in Russia. She's the deputy chief of Sputnik International. Tatiana, good evening. Looking at the videos, most of which have been put out by the Russian media, this, by every estimate, is a huge escalation. Let me start by asking you, how do you see Russia responding to this, Tatiana?
First of all, let me just correct you a small second. I have not worked with Sputnik for almost a year now. But in the meantime, I see this, this quite an audacious attack, attempted attack, as a clear provocation and a clear message that Ukraine wants to send to Moscow, that it can technically reach the heart of Moscow. Now we'll have to, unfortunately, wait and see exactly what kind of retaliation the Russian side is, is going to inflict upon Kiev. But I'd say that, hopefully that message has, sunk in, and then, the people that make decisions have gotten that message.
But this, looking at, how daring this attempt has been, by every estimate, this is something perhaps that Moscow didn't expect, one would say. Even experts would say for Ukraine to even try something like this would be almost suicidal. And now that it has happened, we are hearing that Putin is safe. What is the latest on Putin's whereabouts and how he's responding to this, Tatiana?
Well, look, first and foremost, it is quite a daring attack. I'll give you that. And again, audacious is the word I would use. But the point is that it did happen during the night. So obviously, for anybody who is in Russia and I'm sure that, Ukrainian military knows that as much as we do, that the president is not in the Kremlin during the night. So it is very much a message. It is very much a message, but and again, I'm hoping sincerely that the response is going to be adequate. And this is exactly what the president's spokesperson has said. Dmitry Peskov said that Russia reserves the right to respond adequately at the time it sees fit and in the manner it sees fit. So for that part, we'll have to wait and see. But I do believe that response will be exactly that, very corresponding to the attack itself.
Thank you, Tatiana, for speaking to Republic TV. We will be in touch and look forward to speaking to you once again. Tatiana Kokoreva, a Russian journalist, joining us on the phone line there, saying that she expects Russia to give a response, a befitting response to Ukraine's attempt. And this is a big escalation in the Russia-Ukraine war. We'll take a short break here on Republic TV.